All right, guys, we are pulling out all the stops. We're going to try and make as much power with combinations that I'm installing that we can. And like I said in the last video, this is the last time that I put any Go Fast exhaust intake parts on this bike because it's too darn expensive to keep doing this. Behind me we have my ZX14 all stripped down and ready for its new exhaust system to be installed. So we still have the Yosh on there. I did remove the air filter and we'll look at that now and see why I went to the, I think it's the F1-85 filter over the P08. This is the P08 filter here, which is the air filter I originally bought. And then this is the one I said I'd never buy. And this one is the F1-85. So they're both still a P08 filter. This is just the P08 filter, P08, and that's it. And then this one is the P08 F1-85. Now, what is the difference between these two? Let's take a look. All right, so if you look at the P08 filter, you see that it is a lot of money, and the F1-85 is more money. So the difference is clear, as they say. I can see a lot more through this new filter, which means, simply put, this one is a lot less restrictive, and because of that should flow more air, and more air equals more power on the dyno. There's only one way to find out if that's going to be the case, and that's going to be by swapping them out and seeing what happens. This one is substantially more money, and I really, guys, I didn't really want to get this. I'm going to be 100% honest with you. If I wasn't trying to make the most power I could with my bike, I still would have stuck with this. And really because I feel like it does a little bit better job filtering the air out than the F1-85 does. I mean, just by looking at it alone, I mean, you can just, this is definitely going to not filter out the bigger particles that this would. Now, they're both still very easily cleanable filters. You just need compressed air with these. They don't require oiling or any of that stuff. So these Sprint filters are awesome as far as like maintenance is concerned. I've already blown this one out 2 or 3 times with compressed air. It's super easy to do. You get all the dirt out and it doesn't bust anything up. You just blow through it. It works good. So yeah, we're sticking this one in, and I'm also in the process right now of taking the Yoshimura exhaust off the bike and then getting ready to put that Brocks on there. All right, guys, I cannot stress this enough, how easy it is to replace the air filter on this bike. Slides in like an old 8-track or cassette or CD or whatever, Hot Pocket into the sleeve of the Hot Pocket sleeve. Slides in easy. Just put your cover on. Again, I feel like an infomercial here every time I put this air filter in. It's so simple. You can use one hand to put the air filter in. Look at this go, guys. And just like that, more horsepower. Tighten that down. Not too much. We don't need to strip out bolts that go into the frame. Boom. Next, exhaust. Out of here. It's only been on the bike for 100 miles. Oh, it makes me sad. But it's gone. Brocks coming in. I have the Yoshimura exhaust off. Maybe you watched my little video on the exhaust systems. But in order to install the Brocks system, I had to go out and buy new exhaust gaskets. Why, you ask? Well, for the Yoshi exhaust, they said, hey, take those exhaust gaskets and throw them away. And since I was like, I'm never going to use an exhaust, I'm never going to use another exhaust again, I took those exhaust gaskets and threw them away. So had to go out and get exhaust gaskets. If you have to do the same thing, here is the part number for those, because I know you guys like to ask me for part numbers of things. So the exhaust gaskets are 11061-0027, and you need 4 of them, just in case you didn't know. But those are the exhaust gaskets. I have to put those in now, and then I have to line up the exhaust. So let me get those in. Probably going to put a little bit of grease on them to hold them in there. And then I have to line the exhaust system up. Alright, one of the things that they say to do is to kind of fit up the exhaust, and you want to snug up the head pipe bolts first, the nuts there. So I just went, and don't think they mean for you to fit up the entire exhaust, but that's what I did. That's kind of what it's going to look like. I think it's going to look good with that little subtle nod to Kawasaki. The whole bike's nice and black, and that's just letting you know you got a Cowie there. Would have been better if it was the all black system, but that one was a little bit out of my price range. But this, here it is on there. Fits very nice, actually. The fitment of this is actually a little bit better than that of that Yoshimura, and I didn't think that would have been possible, but this fits nice. It follows the lines nicely there. I just have to finalize that, but you know, when I tighten everything down, it'll be a lot better. But it's nice and up, pretty decently high. I mean, you do the best with as big as these pipes are. I mean, that's probably the best they can do there. But in through here, it's nice and flat. You know, you've got plenty of clearance there, plenty of clearance on the oil filter side over there. So the oil changes should still be pretty straightforward and simple. But yeah, fit on there without any problem. Everything fit together nice and easy. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to tighten these down as tight as I can get them. Then I'm going to take the exhaust back off. I'm going to torque these to what their specified torque is. I think the instructions said 15 foot-pounds, or until these tabs just slightly start to bend, and then they're torqued on there. But I'm very pleased with the fitment of this exhaust system so far, and I'll just keep plugging away on it, and we'll get this thing mounted up, and shouldn't be too long. We'll get this thing started. Okay, at long last, the exhaust system is on. And there she is. Looking pretty beautiful, all bolted up. Nice and shiny. And again, like I said, I haven't started it yet, guys, so we're going to hear this thing together. Now, before we get it started, what I want to do is remind you of what the Yoshimura sounded like now. Didn't that sound nice? And at idle, you see it's at about 90 decibels. I think we might be a little bit louder than that. I'm not quite sure, but we'll see. So here goes nothing. All right, so the exhaust is on and sounds good, guys. I like the sound of it. We'll see how loud and drony it is on the highway, but it sounds good right now. It is a little bit louder at idle and at, part throttle there, just compared to what the Yosh was, but I don't think it's that much louder than the Two Brothers. I could be 100% wrong. I haven't actually revved this up the whole way, but we'll see, because I've taken them all down the drag strip, every single exhaust system, and we'll see which one you can hear for longer the next time I take this to the track. But before I go to the track, and in probably one of the next uploads, we will be taking this back to the dyno for its final dyno session with the air filter in and with the exhaust on, and we're going to see if it actually makes that maximum power number. Hopefully it has the highest horsepower of any time I've gone to the dyno. I'm not going to make any crazy claims of 200 horsepower this time. I just hope that it makes more than the Two Brothers. But we'll have to save that for another video. Number one, I'm tired. I still have a bunch of cleaning up to do, as well as putting the bike back together. So I'm going to hustle, get that done. That's going to do it for now, guys. Thank you so much for watching the videos. If you like the videos, as always, give a thumbs up. Thank you so much for subscribing, and we'll see you in the next video, guys. We're going to go fast one way or another.